There's an interesting trend of political and media celebrities who are very pro-abortion, the woman's right to choose, but not the unborn child's right, of course, and demanding that abortion laws be liberalised to allow for abortion up to full term for any reason, as we tragically now have in New Zealand. But then these very same people become very pro-life and champions for the unborn child. What happens? So you may have seen the news. TV presenter Hayley Holt has announced her pregnancy. She actually stood for the Green Party in 2017 and said the Green Party supported the decriminalisation of abortion. She said, "We know women to know what is right thing to do for their families. We trust women, and abortion is a health issue, not a criminal one." She said this at a political meeting in Helensville before the election. So aborting an unborn child is trusting women, and it's a health issue, although not for the unborn child. But things have changed, and along with the ultrasound images, the One News sports presenter is expecting congratulations and has revealed she is into her 22nd week of pregnancy, and the baby was the size of a papaya. And the joyful news comes almost 2 years after she tragically had a miscarriage. So this pregnancy is a real blessing. And look at that announcement, look at that beautiful unborn child. And then there's Kanoa Lloyd from The Project, and she wanted the government to hurry up and decriminalise abortion.
To talk more about this is Jackie Edmond of Family Planning. And Jackie, what is taking so long?
It's a very good question. The government got the report in late October, and we're still yet to find out what's happening.
Well, given that Jacinda Ardern committed to changing the law, that the Greens campaigned on this, can I suggest that it might start with NZ and end with First?
I think it possibly could.
Okay, so she's not happy. And then after the first reading was passed, she celebrated. In fact, she said it was a very emotional day, apparently.
I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I know there's still more readings of the bill, but the fact that so many members of Parliament are in favour of this going ahead, it actually almost makes me a little bit emotional to think about the fact that women won't feel like they're forced to lie and pretend to be something that they're not. I just think it is. It's a really, really special day, and I'm pleased to be here as we move in the right direction.
Good stuff.
Okay, so a very special day as we move to liberalise abortion laws. But then Kanoa got pregnant.
I will deliver the announcement. The news that we have been keeping secret for a while is that I am leaving the project.
What?
No! On maternity leave.
Yes, congratulations. Even posting on Instagram and saying, "I feel very lucky to be able to say that I'm becoming a mama this year. Excited to meet you, little Bubba." Now that sounds very pro-life, doesn't it? Excited to meet you, little Bubba. Here's another example. Rihanna, the US singer. In 2019, she publicly bashed Republicans in Alabama for passing pro-life legislation. She tweeted, "Take a look. These are the idiots making decisions for women in America." And she said, "Shame on you." And Rihanna's charity, the Clara Lionel Foundation, has also worked with International Planned Parenthood Federation. And Planned Parenthood, of course, is the largest abortion provider in the nation. But then Rihanna got pregnant and ironically said last month that her body is creating a life, a person, adding that God does really not make mistakes. Have a watch.
It's from inside, you know, like all these changes that your body are going through is for, you're creating this person, like a life, like, and even when I'm reading like all the apps and I'm finding out what my body's doing and what the baby's doing this week, it freaks me out. Like God really does not make a mistake. Everything is for a reason. I'm enjoying it and I'm appreciating everything.
Well, that is a turnaround, isn't it? And finally, there was our own Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, who championed our liberal and extreme abortion law.
Please show us your respect for women. Show us you recognise we're capable of deciding what's right for us.
give us our dignity back.
Well, give us our dignity, but no mention of the dignity or rights of the unborn child. And she took the credit for our extreme abortion law, a law which has seen an increase in abortions and a 45% increase in late-term abortions in just its first year of operation. But it was different when Jacinda got pregnant. And note the announcement with no irony. Yep, that little hook is a little version, unborn still, of the big hooks, an unborn child. Even Clark Gayford, her partner, talked about the scans, the little face, the projections as a person. And this is the problem for the left. The rhetoric around abortion doesn't work when it comes to the reality of biology. Ultrasounds, little bubbas, creating a person. God really does not make a mistake. Those are not my words. Those are the sentiments of women who championed abortion, but then suddenly became pro-life. Now, a group of women who had had abortions wrote to Jacinda Ardern as the politicians were ramming through the extreme abortion law at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. And in the letter, they asked her this: probably the most defining argument for abortion is the rights of a woman to determine what happens to her body. My body, my choice is the abbreviated rhetoric. But while there is truth in those four words, we believe it is not the whole truth. My body is not the only body, which means my rights are not the only rights. The moment an unborn child's humanity is recognised, the rights of a child are reframed, and not simply by law. They go on, a mother's love does not give her unborn child human rights. Love is an acknowledgement that inside the womb is a who, not a what, a child, not a thing. And in a progressive society, that instinct is supported by the full weight of the law, ensuring that the rights of its most vulnerable citizens are given the same legal protection as all others. You know, the reason that younger generations are becoming more pro-life is because of the amazing technology of ultrasounds, which has enabled us to see beyond and, well, it's confirmed what we already know, that the unborn child is a human being worthy of life, worthy of protection. Even pro-abortion people struggle to deny that.